The following contest is scheduled for one fall, and it is to name the #1 contender for the Wrestling Generation Championship. Making his way to the ring first, from the good old US of A, K. Guile. Hair is on point. Guile's always on point. Get your salute emotes. Get your salutes. We all salute our former champion who's looking to regain his gold. And his opponent, making his way to the ring, the Baron. Is the Baron on a Roomba? Might as well be. Might as well be. Is Baron here yet? I don't know if Baron's here yet. There goes my budget. Just the pyro budget is completely wasted on this man. That's Shawn Michaels' entrance? Almost. He's using Bobby Roode's motion with some Michaels pyro. The customization in this game is just ridiculous. Like, I can adjust the lighting and the pyro and the freaking everything. It's amazing. It's so good. I want to do the challenge match tonight. It's not an option. Uh-oh, I need to turn it on. I'll do that. I gotta wait till after this match, though. K. Guile and the Baron. The Baron coming out with the left hands. Snapmare on Guile before putting the boots to him. Baron wants a title shot badly. Also, this is K. Guile's last chance before he falls to the bottom of the ladder and needs to fight his way back to the top. Snapmare is such a kick-ass name for a move like Enziguri. Yeah. Baron with the leaps, the leapfrog maneuvers on the run there. Oh, spinning kick, sending Guile into the ropes. He's waiting. Guile with the counter that punch, though. Baron continuing the aggressive offense tonight. Massive Enziguri. Speaking of which, Guile's definitely got the size advantage, so the Baron is staying aggressive, laying that European uppercut into him. Oh, a cutter. The Baron strikes with a cutter. K. Guile's having difficulty getting any offense in this match so far. We know how that goes, though. We've seen Guile do this. He can take some punishment and then just come out of nowhere with the sonic boom. But I don't know if that'll be the case tonight or not. Guile making his way to his feet. The hip toss. Finally put some space between himself and the Baron. Baron smart and getting out of the way just in time. Scooting back into the ring, but Guile is waiting for him, sending him into the corner. Following in with a huge body splash. That hip toss was sexy on Team Guile. now down at the mat as Guile looks to be toying with him a little bit. Just light kicks, moving him around, going for a cover, even though he hasn't really done anything to him. But he still manages to get a 1 count somehow. Baron quickly back up to his feet as Guile sends him back into the corner. A clothesline to the back of the head. It's going to shake you up a little bit. There's the arm drag by the Baron. Nice counter. Gets Guile back up to his feet. A nice chop. He's got him in the corner. He's going up. Oh, that's like a spider. I don't even know what that is. Some sort of spider hold. Baron hopping in, but to a waiting Guile with a bridging suplex takes him right over. Is that Teddy hold up play along as the ref? No, it's not. It's not, but that'd be great if it was. Guile focused mostly on just clubbing and kicking. Goes for another splash and it connects. He's got him up for the kneeling buster. Wrenching or crushing the gut of the Baron. But the Baron's there with a jawbreaker. This is his chance to come back, but no, he hesitates for a moment too long. Guile staying in control. Hits the body splash a 3rd time. Where's Janet's biggest fan? I don't know. Oh my God, what was that move? 2. Baron rolls it over. Guile should not have moves like that in his arsenal. He is not that kind of a wrestler. He had the tights, a roll-up. Yeah, that was interesting. Oh! The sound from that enziguri. Going for the pin. 1, 2, 2 count. Guile thought he had him after that enziguri, but the Baron refuses to give up. Oh my God, he just busted him open with a back elbow. Snap suplex. The Baron celebrating that crimson mask to match his crimson tights. Baron is arm dragged away from Guile. Guile continuing the assault. He's driven headfirst into the turnbuckle repeatedly. Both of these men desperately want an attempt or an opportunity at the Wrestling Generation Championship. The only one in their way right now is each other. Oh, Samoan drop by Guile. He's setting up. Oh, we don't see this often. The Sonic Boot. That could put the Baron away. 1, 2. Baron kicked out of the Sonic Boot. Kicked out of the Sonic Boot. Freaking wild. Freaking wild. Guile is running out of options. He's wanting the Baron to get back to his feet. Look at the strength. The gut wrench lift. And the toss. It might be Sonic Boom time. The Baron is ragdolled in the middle of the ring. I don't know how he's even breathing. 1, 2, 2. Guile frustrated. Drops a big knee right on his face. Locking up the head. Baron is just taking so much. Oh, he says no. He says no to the kick and turns it over into a single-legged Boston Crab. Kay Guile quickly escaping from the hold as the Baron struggling to get to the ropes. Guile doing a little posing. Baron wrapped up in the ropes right now. Kay Guile goes for a crossbody. It doesn't really connect. But he's setting the Baron up on the second rope for something. Big knee delivered to the chest. The ref is calling him away to make sure that the Baron can still breathe. Can he continue the match? He can, it looks like. Kay Guile's calling for the Sonic Boom. Sonic Boom. Here it comes. Connects. That is going to do it for the Baron. There is no way he's kicking out of this. No way. I would be shocked. 1, 2. Here is your winner and #1 contender for the Wrestling Generation Championship, Kay Guile. Who do you think you are? I am. Wow, Jedi. That was a great match. What an awesome kickoff to the show. So we're in the wrong arena, but it's fine. We're just taking over the WWE arena for a moment as our competitors throw down in this battle royal. As we do, yeah. For sure. Oh, damn. All right. Oh, look at that. Charlotte still with a quick elimination, this time on Susie. So we are down to 7 already. Susie is gone. Holy crap. Ours is under maintenance, so we broke into the WWE arena. It happens. It absolutely happens. Mop Guardian with the chops to La Bandita. Charlotte doing a little posing, but Janet's having none of it. Going right for the suplex. Mop dragging Roz over to the ropes. KPS has not seen a battle royal for a while. Katie could level up. She could get away from the level 36. We'll see, though. Charlotte getting Janet on the ropes. There's the lift. Janet struggling to hold on. As La Bandita raising Roz up as well. Janet fights to get back in and does so. Mop on the outside apron at the moment, or just roll to it. Oh, Charlotte with a devastating kick, taking down both Minx and Janet in the same swing. Mop snapping a suplex on KPS. La Bandita with the clothesline on Ruthless Roz, and Roz is out of this match. We're down to 6. Minx is caught up in the ropes in some weird physics breaking thing going on here. This WWE ring needs some additional assistance, apparently. La Bandita trying to eliminate Jackknife Janet, but Janet holding on again, slides off the back. Cap is glitching the ring right now. WWE just needs the better maintenance is all. Better ring maintenance. Charlotte with another devastating kick. Spinning high kick to Mop Guardian. La Bandita goes to eliminate Janet, but Janet holds on even through the clothesline. Bandit turning her attention to Charlotte, and Janet focused on KPS. The two of them having a devastating Iron Beach match just a few weeks ago. Minx with the snapmare on the Bandit, but the Bandit fighting out of that. Janet looking to push KPS to the floor, but the Space Shark fights her way back into the ring as Charlotte is trying to eliminate Mop Guardian. KPS on the ropes, and the Bandit's right there. Oh, Mop was going for something on Charlotte, but Minx got in the way. Face crusher from Minx to Charlotte. Mop finds Janet on the apron and is ending her rest. Charlotte lifted up. Oh, Bandit with a nice flipping drop kick on KPS. Janet lifting up Mop to send her out of the ring as Charlotte struggles to fight her way back in. Mop holding on so far. Oh, nice DDT delivered to Charlotte. Bandit going for a running Hurricane Rana on Minx, takes her down. Janet is focused on Mop Guardian in the corner. Bandit goes for the body slam. What is Janet doing? I don't know if that's the wisest strategy in a battle royal, but nobody challenged her on it. Bandit is just sitting down in the corner, blocking off that turnbuckle. KPS and Janet still trading blows. As Minx drags. Oh, a Shark Slayer on Janet. And Minx has clotheslined La Bandita out of the ring. We are down to 5. Janet has taken a Shark Slayer and is eliminated directly after. We're down to 4. KPS with the flying forearm to Minx. And then turning her attention to Charlotte. Mop with the lift and slam on Charlotte. Charlotte rolls to the apron. Minx going after KPS. Will Katie actually level up for the first time ever? We've been going for 20 weeks now, and Katie remains at the base level. As usual, the ladies are stealing the show. I don't know. That first match was off the hook. That first men's match was something else. I thought that was really good. Everyone's holding their own tonight so far. Minx going under, and then the spinning head scissor takedown as Charlotte lifting Mop up, looking to eliminate here. Mop fighting back with the elbows, releases the hold from Charlotte. Minx sends KPS into the corner. Katie will never win again if she levels up. It's possible. It could break her whole gimmick of what's going on. Uh-oh, Mop might be looking for the bunny ears on Charlotte. Here it is. Bunny ears connects. That's going to take it out of Charlotte quite a bit. Is it enough to put her away, though? Minx whipping KPS into the corner. Mop getting Charlotte back up to her feet. Snapmare and elbow. Minx has won the Battle Royal for 2 weeks straight. She is the highest leveled wrestler in the entire league, not just in the women's division. Charlotte countering on Mop, grabbing the leg and delivering a kick of her own. But Minx and Mop double teaming Charlotte, it looks like there. KPS twisting into a neck breaker on Mop Guardian. Charlotte gets Minx up. Oh, lifts her up onto the shoulder, but she slides out the back and a chop block takes her down as KPS gets Mop into the corner. Minx is just waiting for an opportunity on somebody here, and it looks like she's going after KPS. Katie counters into a Russian leg sweep as Charlotte is on the apron still. Mop a body slam on Katie, goes for a jumping elbow. Oh my God, what a forearm from Mop. Getting Katie back to her feet. Sending her into the corner. A Russian leg sweep? I have no idea, honestly. A lot of these names, I don't know the origin of them. Mop with the clothesline on Charlotte, and we are down to 3. Katie is dumped out off the top turnbuckle by Minx. We are down to Minx and Mop. Will Minx make it 3 battle royals in a row? If so, we might need to disqualify her from next week's because she's clearly OP. Minx with the counter into the face buster. DDT delivered to Mop Guardian. Mop is back up, and Minx with the body slam. Positioning, lifting Mop on the top rope. Mop struggling to hold on. There it is. Here is your winner, Minx Jinx. Yeah, Minx, we might have to disqualify you from the Battle Royal because that's going to put you pretty darn close to level 60 at this point. I think you might be getting close to like 10 levels above the next person in line. It's getting ridiculous. You're getting close to Fury at this point. The following contest is scheduled for one fall. Making his way to the ring from Booston, Australia, Avatar X. Popping in and say hi. What's up, Lamp? This stuff reminds me of when I did eFed stuff back when I was 16 or 17. Honestly, same thing, Stren. Like the original SmackDown games. Me and my friends would just make all these custom wrestlers and write our own storylines, and it wasn't for the internet, it was just for us, but it was basically the same idea. I don't think we simulated the matches, though. We didn't want to watch matches. There was no point in that. We wanted to actually... plus, the AI wouldn't have been good enough for it. The AI is so much better now. At the time, they would have been hilarious looking matches. Storylines was the fun stuff? Absolutely. Avatar X. N64, yeah. Also, no Greg tonight. No Greg tonight. And his opponent making his way to the ring. He is the Demon of Georgetown, Captain Howdy. Did I cut promos too? Not really, no. No. It wasn't long after I started playing. Within like 3 years of me starting to play the SmackDown games, I actually started training to be a wrestler myself. So it wasn't too separated. Avatar X versus the Demon. These two have a bit of history between them. There's people cutting promos in like text form, yeah. It's mostly just Bohica. Although Greg sent in an audio promo before. Avatar X coming out with the punches and chops to start things off. The Demon staggered for a moment and is sent into the ropes. There's a drop down, leapfrog. And the two bounce into each other and square off. And Avatar X continuing the assault before. Captain Howdy grabs him and sends him into the corner. Follows up with a clothesline. Howdy hesitates, and X is right there to take advantage. Sends him into the corner, goes for a forearm, and Captain Howdy throws it away before hitting a flatliner. Avatar X rolls away from danger before sliding back into the ring, but the Demon is waiting for him. Sends him into the ropes, drop down, and once more, and the third. Captain Howdy said no. There's the leg sweep on the Demon. Oh my God, just slamming Avatar X's head. Chrome Dome smashes. We got a 1 count on X. X making his way to his feet. The Demon just watching him. There's the whip into the other corner. He goes across the ring. The ref was trapped there for a moment, but got out of the way just in time. Right before that clothesline connected. Howdy grabs a headlock or a helmet lock on Avatar X, who's having some difficulty finding his way out of it. Grabbing onto the ropes to get himself back to his feet. Howdy keeps up the assault, though. Oh, a leg lift. Looks like he's dragging him for another pin attempt. Here it is. One count again on X. Howdy with the running bulldog, doing everything he can to assault the helmet. A clothesline into the back of Avatar X, and then turning the assault to the arm. Lifting him back up. X with the counter and the European uppercut. A backbreaker applied to Captain Howdy. Except the Montreal Screwjob. Oh my God, Avatar X is firing up the forearms. He goes to the opposite side of the ring, running at Howdy with the forearm into the bulldog. Oh, the triple helmet butts. There's one, there's two. And three. Captain Howdy is down. Is the finisher for Howdy called the Howdy Doody? It is not. I think he's only actually used his finisher like once. There it is, the choke backbreaker. That is Avatar X's finisher. X marks the spot. 1, 2, 3. Here is your winner, Avatar X. Avatar X picking up the big W tonight. He's been on a streak lately. Been on a streak. The following contest is scheduled for one fall. Making her way to the ring from the Gardens of Australia, Mop Guardian. It's funny, when I designed all these wrestlers, they all looked a little on the goofier side, like Mop having the bunny ears and tail with all the like forest stuff. But now it looks so normal. I'm just used to seeing it every week. And her opponent, making her way to the ring from France, Susie Hi Girl. Mop Susie face off. The game is still confused by the mohawk. Yeah. I think once it's worked normal, and every other time it like focuses in on the hair. It gets so confused. It's hilarious. The bell is rung and our women go right out of here. Mop with a big body slam into the elbow to start things off. Not wasting any time there. A Hurricane Rana to take Susie down. Mop with a near Battle Royal win earlier tonight. Coming off of that momentum into this match. Well, she is a bunny, Stren. She is a bunny. All about that height. Floating neck breaker. Susie kicking off Mop. Oh, Mop with the back elbow counter and then the double axe handle right to the face of Susie. Mop is all cute and cuddly, but every once in a while, extra aggression just comes pouring out of her. Wrenching the head and neck of Susie here. Here's a cover. One count on Susie. Still very early on in the match. Oh, Susie punching her way out of that lift. Sending Mop into, or no, over the ropes and out of the ring. And then a primal scream. Susie leaving the ring to join her on the outside. Just a series of punches and kicks here. Oh, Mop sidesteps the kick. And throws a few forearms of her own before turning into a neck breaker on the floor. Very minimal padding right there. We're at a 6 count. They're going to need to get back in the ring soon. Susie sends Mop into the corner. The steel pole right to the face. And a second time. We're at an 8 count. Mop has been driven into the steel pole twice in a row. Susie runs back in. Mop follows just in time. Susie is caught up on the ropes. Mop just kicking away at the legs. But Susie countering by grabbing the leg, delivering a kick of her own, and then, oh, a knee to the face. Nasty move. Pulling the arm. Not enough to make her tap, though. Susie staying aggressive, stomping the face of her opponent. Lifting her up sky high. And a drop on the top rope. Here's a cover. One count on Mop. Mop has taken some nasty hits on the outside of the ring. Being driven headfirst into the ring post twice. I'm surprised she's still in this one as much as she is. Mop grabbing her out of the corner. Running bulldog. Driving her forehead first on the mat. Here's a pin. 1, 2. Here is your winner, Mop Guardian. I was legitimately shocked at that win, because that's not a finisher or anything for her. That is not a finishing move. And it was an abrupt end to the match. I was pretty certain that Susie was kicking out of that. Plus, I think Susie's like 9 levels above Mop. The following challenge match is scheduled for one fall. Making his way to the ring from the Street of Dreams, Rush Mountmore. So a challenge match is we have 2 wrestlers that aren't normal competitors. They're only there to be challenged once per week by the rest of our roster. And if people can beat them, it doesn't happen often, then they earn themselves a level up. And his opponent, making his way to the ring from parts unknown, the Dark Sun, Cyric. All right, it's Rush's turn. It's been a while since Rush has challenged the Dark Sun, but here we go. Cyric going in quickly with the belly-to-back suplex. Keeping up the offense on Rush. Rush is against the ropes. And he's choking him against the top rope. That can't be legal. Rush turns around into the waiting spine buster. Cyric taking a moment to taunt, show off for the crowd. Gets Rush back up to his feet. He's got him up top. F5. 1, 2. Here is your winner, the Dark Sun, Cyric. To be fair, that's how a lot of his matches go. So that's just the way things go. The following contest is scheduled for one fall. Making his way to the ring again from the Street of Dreams, Rush Mountmore. Oh yeah, it's quick recovery time. Of course, I usually try to space it out, and I didn't look at what the next match was before we did the challenge match. So, oh, I hope he's warmed up now. His spine is definitely looser. That's for sure. And his opponent, making his way to the ring from the city of Bloodhaven, Rob Impact. It's a me. Hey, buddy. Gotham's upstairs getting some food. I don't know if he's going to come over and say hi, though. Impact is this low on the ladder? Yeah, because he lost the championship. Then he lost a #1 contender match. So that drops him down. Back to the bottom. He pissed off the owner. Yeah. Gotham came in to cheer me on. Maybe. Hey, bud. Hey. Still eating? Okay. There's only room for one on the bottom rung. That spot is mine. Get ready to win. Look, I'm not going to be too heartbroken if I have to win, okay? Although I think you're like 6 or 7 levels above me. I level up slower than everybody else because I have to level up 2 wrestlers. The battle begins as the bell rings. Rush with the first assault. Grabbing for the butterfly suplex. Hey, bud. Hey. Rush swinging an air right there. I don't know what got into him. Maybe he's still a little dazed from his last match, but Impact seizing the opportunity. You're still here for 3 times as many streams as I am, so your leveling could be faster now. This is also true. Rush grabs the single-legged Boston Crab, and Impact rolls over, kicking off Rush. Oh, Rush with the right hand. Big suplex from Rush there. Mount Moore scooping up his opponent, sticking to those right hands. Sends Impact to the outside. And celebrates. What a dick. Heading to the outside himself. Impact's there waiting for him. Impact's taking him somewhere. Tosses him over the barricade. Apparently he didn't like that little celebration. Mount Moore hops back over. Blocks the right hand and hits one of his own. Throws Rush across the arena. Is that our first barricade toss? No, we've had one before. It doesn't happen a lot, but we've definitely had one already. Oh, Impact also throwing. We're at a 7 count. Are we going to have a count out match here? Ooh, Rush sends Impact into the steel steps. We're at an 8. 9. Rush is sneaking back in. What a dick. He did it. Here is your winner by countout, Rush Mountmore. This is true. A win is a win. How long has it been since Rush picked up a win? How many weeks has it been? Impact is getting buried in this company. I know, right? He's got to talk to management. Someone's not writing him properly. The following contest is scheduled for one fall. Making her way to the ring first from Washington, D.C., Charlotte. What? Is that keeps? It sure is. Yeah, if you're ever not sure who's who, it says the wrestler's name and then it gives their Twitch username underneath the character name. So you can see who's represented by each wrestler. But we all want to know what's in the backpack. That's the big mystery. What is in the backpack? And her opponent, making her way to the ring, the Raccoon Queen, La Bandita. Probably a peanut butter and jelly sandwich and a Capri Sun. She's ready for a day out. All right, here we go. Charlotte versus the Bandit. Charlotte kicking things off with a Hurricane Rana. But La Bandita taking over right away. Drop down. Leapfrog. Another leapfrog. Charlotte holds on to the ropes. Bridging suplex from the Bandit. And she takes a moment too long as well. Charlotte with a big Irish whip into the corner. And it takes the buckle hard, and then a face crusher immediately afterward. Oh my God, that chop. That was like to the face, not even to the chest. Charlotte gets sent into the corner face first, and a drop kick to the lower back takes her down. German suplex. Charlotte grabbing the Bandit, delivering a series of forearms before sending her into the corner. Flying body splash. Oh, goes for the double axe handle. It does not connect. But she's still right there, lifting up for the Queen suplex. Oh, no. Looked like setting up for a Queen suplex, but then into an electric chair drop. Face first. Charlotte going after the legs. If you can take the legs out from the Bandit, she's an aerial wrestler. So if you can take those legs out, that's going to take away her flying game, making her a lot easier to control. Charlotte with the pin. One count on the Bandit. A running Hurricane Rana takes Charlotte down. Snap suplex. La Bandita picking up some steam. Spins her around into a crucifix pin. She's holding on. 1, 2 count on Charlotte. Kicking out at the 2, a surprise pin thrown in there. Charlotte goes into the ropes, into a drop kick. Looks like the Raccoon Queen still got her aerial game for the moment. Oh, the stomp. Just a 2-foot stomp right on the midsection. One count. Looks like La Bandita was borrowing a page from Mop Guardian's book there, with a nearly identical to the bunny hop maneuver. Charlotte's in the corner. Bandit with a flying forearm. How many countries are represented in wrestling? Russian, German, Irish. Yeah, it's wild. I think that's part of the reason they use those in the names, is just to give it more of an international flair. I could be wrong, though. Who knows? Charlotte taking control back with the running body splash into the corner. Setting up La Bandita on the ropes and then whipping her back into the ring. Samoan drop. Oh, there's a lot of Samoan stuff because Samoans have a long lineage in wrestling. Charlotte with a nice standing drop kick on the sitting La Bandita. Drops a leg drop on the leg. Float over neck breaker. Oh, Charlotte with that spinning high kick. It's almost like a clothesline, but with your leg. Pretty brutal. We saw her use that same maneuver during the Battle Royal to take down 2 people at once. Going for a pin. 1, 2 count on La Bandita. Charlotte starting to narrow that gap. I think she can see the end near. Remind me not to make Keeper mad. Charlotte can be pretty freaking brutal. Let's be real. Circling her opponent, looking for something. I'm not sure what. Sizing her up for some maneuver. There's a bridging suplex. She holds on to it. 2. Oh, I was ready to hit the transition. I thought that was it. That was 2.5 easily. So close. Oh, she's calling for it. Charlotte is calling for it. There it is. Her submission hold. It's locked in. Will La Bandita tap? Will La Bandita tap? No, there's no tap there, but Charlotte could follow that up with a pin. She will. 1, 2. 2 again. 2 again. The Raccoon Queen didn't tap, but she could have been drained enough to get that pin. Charlotte's going up. Charlotte's going up top. We don't see it often. High risk maneuver. Oh, she drops the leg. She drops the leg on La Bandita. And then a drop kick to the back. I thought she was going to go for the pin right after that, but she is continuing with a series of drop kicks, making sure that the Raccoon Queen is not going to get back up. That's 3 in a row. Circling her opponent. She's either snapped and is taking it out on La Bandita, or, I don't know. This is just extra aggression. I'm shocked she hasn't gone for a pin yet. Raccoon Queen fights back up. Throws an elbow into the midsection. Scoops up Charlotte. What for? I don't know. She's just standing there. Charlotte doesn't know either and slides off the back and then takes out her leg. The hesitation from La Bandita might have cost her any attempt at coming back into this match. Oh, Charlotte's firing up. 2 clotheslines and then the leg lariat to take her down. Gets her back to her feet. Goes for something, but Bandit steps over. Nice counter. Charlotte scoops her up again. Dropped on the top rope, face first. Just pin her already. Yeah, I don't know why she's not pinning her. The jawbreaker from La Bandita. Goes for the crucifix pin again. 1, 2. 2 count. Oh, there's that high flipping Hurricane Rana from the Bandit. Float over neck breaker. Bandit needs to put her away. If she's going to do anything, now's the time. Here it is. She's going up top. This might be finishing maneuver time. The Bandit is up top. Frog Splash connects. Frog Splash connects. Will she pin? 1, 2, 2. Both competitors have now kicked out of the other's finishing maneuver. But the Raccoon Queen is firing up. 2 clotheslines and the lariat from her as well. Another high Hurricane Rana. Here's a pin. 1, 2. Here is your winner, the Raccoon Queen, La Bandita. Earn that Capri Sun, heck yeah. Yeah, that was a good match. And I think you're right, Keeper. That seems to happen a lot. Charlotte does very well in the opening and then fumbles toward the end of the match. That does seem to be a recurring thing. The following challenge match is scheduled for one fall. Making their way to the ring from Portland, Oregon, they are the WG Women's Champion, Tales from the Crypt. Bum, bum, bum. Champ is in action early tonight in the challenge match. Of course, we'll be in action later tonight as part of our double main event. And their opponent making her way to the ring, the Amazonian Nightmare, Fury. It's stepping time. Time to get stepping. Tails has beat Fury twice in the past. Will tonight be the same? Or does Fury remember the name? Bit of a size difference between these two, as you can see. Fury coming in strong. Goes right into the gut buster. Looks like she might be toying with her food. Oh, a big boot. Tails is stunned, but doesn't have much time to recover before being kicked right back down to the mat. Oh, there's a punch. And a Hurricane Rana. That's already more offense than we usually see from most. Oh, what a chop. Fury shaking it off, but Tails keeping it up. There's the whip. Oh, Fury slaps the leg out of the way. But Tails coming back with the forearm. Yes, Tails has beat Fury twice. Oh, here's the military press. Dropped face first from such a height. Setting up for the Dominator. Up and down. 1, 2. Here is your winner, the Amazonian Nightmare, Fury. That was another match where the entrances were longer than the actual match. And it begins. Rush is already on the ropes. Avatar X in the corner. Baron on the ropes. Rush fighting to stay in and does so. Baron going over the top, but holding on so far. Baron fights back in as well. Didn't get enough of you earlier? Apparently not. So much going on right now. Rush sending Captain Howdy into the corner. Howdy turning it around. Zen goes off the ropes, running into Avatar X. Avatar X sent over the top, but holds on. Rolls back in. The Dwayne has eliminated Max Havoc. Oh, no. The Dwayne has eliminated Max Havoc. We are down to 7. Rush and Captain Howdy back at it. Avatar X, though, grabbing Howdy. They faced off earlier tonight. Rush trying to go after the Baron, but the Baron... Oh, Avatar X eliminates Captain Howdy. It wasn't enough to beat him in singles competition. He also eliminated him from the Battle Royal. We are down to 6. Avatar X has scooped up Kay Guile, who fights to stay back in. Jawbreaker to X, and the Dwayne clubbing Zen. Zen with a nasty DDT on the Dwayne. Rush scooping Zen up. Being Dwayne's backstory, he was a plumber turned pro wrestler. Dwayne the Drain? Do you mean Drain the Dwayne? Hey now. Rush gets sent face first into the corner. Baron clubbing the Dwayne. Forearms from Kay Guile. Oh, he goes for a big punch on X, and X slaps it away before sending him to the corner. The Baron has eliminated. Who was that? I don't even remember who he was facing off. The Dwayne is gone. Baron has eliminated Roxanne. And Baron trying to eliminate Rush now. We're down to 5 already. Big clothesline from Avatar X on Kay Guile. X going up to celebrate. Rush taking a Michinoku driver from Baron. And Avatar X tosses Baron over the top. Baron's holding on so far. X goes for the attack, but Baron rolls back in. Leg lift on Baron by X. Rush is on the ropes. Zen setting him up. Avatar X helping out. Zen and Avatar X trying to eliminate. Oh! Kay Guile has eliminated the Baron. So he also beats him in singles competition. And then does that, but Zen applies the shin breaker to Kay Guile as we're down to 4. X setting up Zen for a power bomb while Rush is celebrating in the middle of the ring. X going after Guile. Slams him into the turnbuckle, attempting to lift him up. Zen also slammed into the turnbuckle on the other side of the ring, but counters, sending Rush in. There's the clothesline. Rush is gone. We are down to 3. Zen, Avatar X, and Kay Guile. Guile fighting back up from getting attacked from 2 different directions. And Guile drops both of them. Rush wasn't 3rd. Nope. 4th this time. Guile grabbing Zen. There's the shoulder breaker. Avatar X struggling to get up, but pops right up there. He has Kay Guile in his control, setting him up on the ropes. There's the lift. Zen's probably going to go over and help out. It would be smart to. There we go. Team Blue looking to eliminate Kay Guile, who fights back and out of it. Guile goes for the spinning double axe handle, connects with Avatar X. Guile set up in the corner, Zen attacking. Lifting up Guile. While X is taking a little breather. Guile with the elbow starting to fight back. Oh, Zen looked like he was going for the clothesline, but Guile scoops him up, tosses him in the air, and then to a power slam. And now a Samoan drop. He's throwing Zen around like a rag doll. Avatar X steps in. Guile sends him into the corner. Oh, there's the enziguri. Nasty work. And Guile standing strong on his two fallen opponents. Getting X over to the ropes. Here comes the toss. There we go. Avatar X is gone. With authority, launches him out of the ring. Zen coming over. Sends Guile into the ropes. Oh, a back elbow take him down. Zen should not be celebrating right now. Before he can get back up, Guile stomps into him. You did, Taylor. It did not last long. Oh, nastily driven into the turnbuckle. If you want to call it a fight. Zen is gone. Here is your winner, Kay Guile. Yeah, I don't think I'd seen that turnbuckle move either, actually. The following contest is a triple threat match to determine the #1 contender for the WG Women's Championship. Making her way to the ring first, from Chicago, Illinois, Minx Jinx. This is a triple threat match, but it is one fall. This is not an elimination match. The first person to get pinned will be it. And her opponent, making her way to the ring from Flagstaff, Arizona, Jackknife Janet. And their opponent, making her way to the ring from the city of Bloodhaven, Kim Phoenix. Triple threat match to determine the number one contender. Like I said, this is not an elimination match. As soon as one person is pinned or made to submit, whoever makes that happen will be our winner and the number one contender going into next week. The bell is rung. Minx and Kim square off in the middle. There's a snap suplex. Janet is there waiting, also going after Minx. But Kim turning around on Janet, who sidesteps a punch and clotheslines Phoenix out of the ring. Janet and Minx left standing in the middle. Trading blows. Minx goes to the whip, sending Janet into the corner. Hard turnbuckle. There's a DDT delivered to Janet as Phoenix makes her way back in. A second DDT from Minx, who's not waiting around. The low drop kick on Kim. Minx is just tearing it up right now. A series of forearms. Janet catches her unaware. Turned around. Kim with a jawbreaker sends Minx to the mat. Minx goes up top. There's the Hurricane Rana on Janet. Janet rolling out of the ring to catch her breath. Kim sneaking up on Minx, and there's a back suplex as Janet steps back in. Scoops up Kim into a huge body slam. Kim gets rolled to the outside of the ring. Janet walks into a jawbreaker from Minx, followed by a Hurricane Rana. Minx continuing the assault. Janet's in the corner. Set up on the top. Minx joining her up there for what? Oh, an arm drag off the top rope. Kim ran in to interfere, but too late and couldn't connect with anybody. Might have actually hit Minx, though, it looks like. She didn't get right back up after the arm drag. A pin for a 1 count, and Minx is quickly back up. Drop kick to the back. Janet turning Kim around, sending her up and over. Janet loving to toss Kim out of the ring in this match. But Kim kips up on the outside and runs back in. Minx going for a cover. Kim's going to break it up because you do want to do that in a match like this because it is the first pinfall that matters. Minx hitting that spinning back high kick on Phoenix. And then a bulldog. Turns her attention to Janet and hits a Hurricane Rana on her. Janet is sent rolling to the outside. Minx circling her opponent. Has Minx even had a title shot yet? I'm surprised at her not having one. I think she hasn't yet, which is wild. Janet setting up for a jackknife powerbomb. Kim is up. Jackknife delivered. And Minx is going to the turnbuckle to celebrate. Janet trips her up, though. Kim is definitely down right now. If Janet can pull something big off on Minx, she has an opportunity to pin. There's a headbutt. Minx sends Janet to the outside. If she pins Kim, she might steal this match, but no. She rolls out to find Janet, and Kim is getting to her feet. Minx is there waiting. Kim sends Minx over the top. Minx holds on. Turns her around for a neck breaker off the rope. Janet stumbling to get back to her feet. Kim firing up the 2 clotheslines and the leg lariat to take down Minx. Minx goes to the outside. Janet's there clubbing away at Kim. Back suplex. Here's the cover. 1, 2, 2. Janet sent into the corner. Kim's there. Oh, she was going for that elbow, that springboard elbow, and Minx interfered. Both opponents clubbing away at Kim. There's a step over. Oh, Kim is driven face first into the mat. Janet counters the arm drag. She grabs Minx, but Minx sidesteps. Rolls around to the back. Minx drives Janet down, holds the pin. 1, 2, 2 count. I thought that might have been it. Kim was down. That was a great opportunity to pick this up. It looks like Minx is looking for the super kick. She sure is. Super kick connects. Janet is super kicked. Kim goes up to the top foolishly. Stupid maneuver, Kim. Oh, and a huge German suplex takes her down and out. This is Minx's opportunity to pick up the win. The cover on Janet. 1, 2, 2. You've got to be kidding me. That was after a super kick as well. Minx was this close to getting her first title shot. Big 2. She grabs the chin lock on Janet. That was the best opportunity anybody's had so far in this match to pull off a win. Phoenix with a flying clothesline, sending Minx to the outside. Janet is down. Kim goes for a cover. 1, 2, 2 on Janet. Oh, she goes for the knee to the back, and Janet steps out of the way. Pump handle, gutbuster. That could be enough to put Kim away. This might be it. 1, 2. Here is your winner, Jackknife Janet. Big win for Janet. Great match fought by all, but Jackknife Janet comes out on top. and has an attempt or has an opportunity to get back her lost title. The following contest is scheduled for one fall. Making his way to the ring first from Long Beach, California, the Spectacle, Max Havoc. So this match, again, I don't know how the AI knows what my plans are for upcoming matches, but something happened in the Battle Royal earlier tonight that makes this match extra interesting. I still maintain Max makes me gayer. He is very much a dude bro. Very much a dude bro. No doubt. And his opponent, making his way to the ring from Orlando, Florida, John the Dwayne Roxon. So if you remember earlier during the Battle Royal, I believe the first elimination was the Dwayne eliminating Max Havoc. So now the two are squaring off. It's almost like the computer knows I had this written. Yes, Janet won her match. Janet is the #1 contender yet again. All right, Max Havoc squaring off with John Roxon. Roxon going in with the leg sweep to kick things off. Havoc, a snapmare to the Dwayne. Just a series of punches and kicks so far. The Dwayne coming back with a right hand. Floats over. DDT. Havoc not doing anything overly creative here. Drags the Dwayne away from the ropes. Leg and knee driven down into the mat. The Dwayne with a counter move there. And then a flying clothesline. Havoc slaps away the elbow. Delivers a right hand. The Dwayne's right back on top of him, though. Oh, sets him up. Dropping him on the top rope. Havoc countering with a shoulder tackle. There's a pin attempt. Roxon kicks right out. The Dwayne is driven down to the mat as Havoc is wrenching the arm. Dwayne rolls him out. Oh, and Havoc with a spear. Right after that counter. The knee drives Dwayne's face into the mat. Little insult to injury there. There's a snapmare. And he grabs a headlock. The Dwayne working his way back up to his feet. Elbows into the midsection, break the hold. Grabs the leg and snaps it over. The Dwayne grabbing a headlock of his own. Wrenching it on Havoc. Havoc slowly making his way to his feet. Elbows, breaks the hold. The Dwayne sent face first into the corner. Clothesline to the back. And a pin. 1, 2, 2 on the Dwayne. I'm actually surprised that went to 2. Havoc taking a moment to celebrate. Dwayne pulled over to the middle of the ring, and Havoc dropping a knee to the back of the head. Oh, Dwayne sweeps the leg. Lets everyone know how smart he is. And Havoc whips him up over the top rope to the outside. If you recall last week, Havoc had faced off against Zen one-on-one in the number one contenders match. And Havoc got so frustrated, he threw a low blow on Zen right in front of the ref and got himself disqualified, costing himself an opportunity at the Wrestling Generation Championship. He can't be too happy about that decision now, looking back in hindsight. Lifting up the Dwayne. Oh, a shin breaker. One, two, 2 on Roxon. Havoc doing a little showboat in here, and the Dwayne is back to his feet. Attacking during the showboat, as you should. Foolish of his opponent to take that time, but that is a mistake Havoc makes on the regular. Dwayne going for a pin. 1, 2, 2 count on Havoc. Headlock applied. Dwayne looking to weaken his opponent. If you can take a lot out of them with a hold like this, sometimes they're one maneuver away from a pin. Weaken them here, hit something big, send them home. Havoc fighting out of the hold. Goes for the right hand, gets Dwayne on the ropes. There's the whip. They bump into each other and square off. Roxon sends him into the corner. Follows in. Oh, sidesteps. Back elbow from Roxon, but Havoc grabs and whips into the corner. Turning him around. We're setting up something here, maybe. Or is he doing a little rotisserie? We're going round and round right now. Just punt. Oh, wow. The Dwayne has been busted open. Just a series of right hands in the corner. Nothing fancy about that. Just aggressive. Havoc goes for something, and Dwayne kicks him off. But Havoc's right back there to send him into the other corner. Roxon has been busted open. If Max hits the Havoc driver, that is a move directed at the head. And I would be surprised if the Dwayne could kick out of that right now. A backbreaker, though. Oh, he might be looking for it right here. He might be looking for it. Havoc driver is set up. Connects. Here's the pin. 1, 2. Here is your winner, the Spectacle, Max Havoc. And there it is. The good guys can't always win. You'd like to see it, but they can't always win. The following contest is scheduled for one fall. Making her way to the ring first, the Associate.
I'd like to contact customer service. Yeah, I'd like to report intense aggression in aisle 3. Thank you.
And her opponent, making her way to the ring from Boston, Massachusetts, Ruthless Roz. This is going to be a really interesting match. Roz has been on a bit of a streak recently. Ended up beating Charlotte last week in a similar manner that Rush beat Impact this week with that last second run into the ring and getting Charlotte counted out. Roz coming in strong by driving the head of the associate into the mat. Double A coming back. They lock up. Roz grabs an arm. And Double A turning it over into a hammerlock. Or sorry, a top wrist lock. Sweeps the leg and drives Roz down. They lock up again. Roz forcing Double A into the opposite turnbuckle. The ref might step in to break that up. Yeah, at a count of five. Count of five, you got to separate there. Roz, though, not backing off and driving Double A's face into the mat. Double A sent off the ropes. Roz goes with the leapfrog, drop down, and the drop kick. Roz very aggressive in this match tonight. Getting Double A up top. She's joining her up there. Oh, a massive face crusher off the top rope. Here's a cover. One count. I thought that might have gone to a 2. That's a nasty move. Roz continuing to dominate in this match so far. High knee delivered to Double A. Snapping the leg in multiple directions. Roz putting the knee into the back of Double A. There's an elbow to the midsection. The associate knocks the arm away and goes for the drop kick. Starting to finally gain some momentum of her own. There's up and over the toss. Goes for the kick and whiffs as Roz steps away from it. Roz setting up with a pump handle. Oh, backbreaker. A spinning leg drop. Nice maneuver. The crowd is not liking this domination from Roz. Once again, a 1 count on the associate. Boo. Double A gets a whip, sending Roz into the corner, and then a flying forearm. Drags her to the center of the ring. Going for a pin. One count on Roz. Oh, a stomp. Everyone borrowing that move from Mop Guardian. Double A has a fan in the black polo. He hasn't sat down yet. How do you know that's not Roz's fan? Roz, even though Roz is a heel, Roz might have some fans too. Oh, Roz tossing Double A out of the ring. Are we going to see an attempt at the same thing she pulled last week by trapping her opponent on the outside of the ring? Oh, there's a counter from Double A, though. And a snap suplex. Oh, he was cheering when Double A was beating up Roz. Okay, okay. The associate doing a little pose there. We're at a 5 count. And a bulldog. 7. Oh, Roz sends her head first into the steel post. She might be pulling it again. Oh no, she sends her back into the ring. She sends her back in. And a suplex on Double A. Roz hitting those leg drops 3 in a row. The crowd not liking it at all. Roz definitely dismantling her opponent, but no, Double A counters and delivers the forearm and a drop kick. Looks like she might be trying to tell her about today's specials, the clearance items. And then a leg drop follows up. Double A is going up to the top. Looking for that shooting star press. It finally connects. It finally connects. 1, 2. Here is your winner, the Associate. All right, coming up next, we have the Wrestling Generation Championship match. The Spud will be defending against Zen. The following contest is scheduled for one fall, and it is for the Wrestling Generation Championship. Making his way to the ring first, from Seattle, Washington, Zen. And his opponent, making his way to the ring from the farmlands of Canada, he is the Wrestling Generation Champion, the Spud. Here we go. Wrestling Generation Championship time. These men are no strangers to one another. Zen looking to secure a second-time championship, I believe. He held it for all of one night before, if I'm not mistaken. And the Spud, the longest reigning, cumulatively at least, Wrestling Generation champion in the league's history. Oh my God, we actually kind of saw SK's eyes in there for a moment. He never loses those glasses, though. The tension is building as the match is set to start. And there's the bell. Zen coming out strong with a crossbody on the champ, right into a pin. 1 count he gets right away. Zen making his presence known. Sending the Spud into the ropes. Drop down. Leapfrog. Oh, back body drop. The Spud goes up and over. Twisting him into a neck breaker. Time to slice and dice. Zen steps over, working the arm, twisting it down to the mat. He has given no quarter to the Spud so far. 1 already. 2 pin attempts, both 1 counts. The Spud gets back to his feet quickly, and Zen is cutting him off at the pass. There's a fireman carry from the champion trying to turn it around. A big right potato-y hand before whipping him into the corner, and a body splash takes Zen to his butt. The Spud gaining some momentum. Oh my God, Zen pulling a huge clothesline out of nowhere. Taking the champ off of his feet. He hesitates though, and the Spud goes for a punch, but he sidesteps it and delivers a series of right hands. The Spud counters with an arm drag, taking the challenger down. He goes for a leg lariat, and Zen swats it out of the way before getting a snapmare. The champ is dazed and rolls to the outside of the ring on the apron, maybe looking for a chance to get a breather, but Zen's not going to give it to him. He does give him a right hand, and that sends him to the outside of the ring where he's going to go join him. But Zen's got to be careful here because the championship cannot change hands on a count out. He goes to lift the champ, but there is a rake of the face to get him to let go. Zen, though, does get control back and sends him back into the ring. You've got to pin him in the ring itself. A German suplex takes the Spud down to the mat. Here's a cover. 1 count on the champion. The Spud. He's going for the mashed potato already? How? How does he have a mashed potato loaded up already? He connects. Is that going to be enough to put Zen away? 1, 2. here is your winner and still Wrestling Generation Champion, The Spud. I don't understand. He's entering Katie territory. He's entering Katie territory where he shouldn't. He was like 13 levels below Zen. And he does the same crap. He pulls out his finishing maneuver out of nowhere and just ends the match, and I don't understand it. The following contest is scheduled for one fall, and it is for the WG Women's Championship. Making her way to the ring first, from the Ocean of Stars, Katie Peters Slays. And her opponent, making their way to the ring from Portland, Oregon, they are the WG Women's Champion, Tales from the Crypt. You made an ice cream sundae for this? Let's go. That's what I like to hear. That's what I like to hear. All right. So, Katie, this is her first opportunity to get her title back after reigning for 8 weeks straight, losing it to Jackknife Janet. And then Tails defeated Jackknife Janet to pick up the belt. So one might say, in order to prove their championship material through and through, defeating Katie would solidify the role of Tails in the eyes of the audience as a true champion. They square off. Tails with the headlock. And then the takeover to take Katie down. Katie turns it around into a headlock of her own. Wrenching that headlock. Tails forcing Katie against the ropes. Pushes her off. Drop down. Leapfrog. Oh, super kick. The challenger is staggered. Katie twists the arm and takes Tails down. Steps under the arm and hits the neck breaker. Oh, that kind of connected, I think. Tails stomps. Oh my God. The corkscrew moonsault delivered twice in a row. 3. Tails is going to get dizzy as all heck. 4. 5. 6. 7. 8. How are you still doing this? 9. 9 corkscrew moonsaults, and then Katie finally counters with a jawbreaker. But Tails is clearly pulling out all the stops. What's up, Cap? I don't know if it's a glitch or just aggression. Katie's firing up. 2 clotheslines and a leg lariat to take down Tails. Tails rolling to the outside. Probably not the worst idea in the world. Just to catch a breather, break the momentum. The kicks on Katie. Sends KPS back in the ring. Tails following in. One of these two will have to face Jackknife Janet next week. And Janet is no doubt hungry for that title back. And thirsty for you-know-what. Katie turning it around into a headlock, and they break off. Tails getting control yet again. Sending Katie into the middle of the ring. The senton connects. Tails is in good shape here. 1, 2. Here is your winner, and still WG Women's Champion, Tails from the Crypt.